Psychology fact about human behavior. Your brain is less attentive during intercourse as the trigger for fear and anxiety is switched off during female orgasm. Women are more likely to cheat on their partners when they are ovulating. Women reach the peak of pleasure with masturbation instead of penetration. That's because just like good masturbation, you can stimulate the clitoris. People have all kinds of nicknames for the clitoris: the canoe man, the rosebud, the bell of joy. I've also heard chickpeas and lentils. Some women like to be touched gently, and others like a lot more sexualization. No wonder some women have stronger orgasms in their midlife. And after menopause, the clitoris can be 2.5 times larger than when the same woman was a teenager. Tied up increases a person's ability to reach orgasm. Being well hydrated leads to better orgasms. As the body is mostly liquid, every woman is unique in the sense that her nerve endings are distributed in her genitals differently than any other. Nerve endings are distributed differently in each woman's vagina, like a snowflake. Women have two erogenous zones, the G-spot and the opening of the cervix, if you want to address the clitoris, labia, and vagina together. Vulva is the umbrella term. The clitoris contains 9,000 sensitive nerve endings, twice the number of nerve endings in the penis. A clitoral orgasm can cause 5 to 15 contractions and can last 10 to 30 seconds. If your wife always remembers things from the past in maximum detail, don't worry, it's normal. Women have a better memory capacity. The site of the brain that is activated during ASM is also activated. When women have food cravings, a university study from India found that the use of condoms does not affect the production of orgasms. Condoms stored in wallets for more than a month are more likely to break. One study found that good sex activates the region of the brain associated with passion. In England, 90% of adults admitted to having some form of sexual interaction in the office. Ginger stimulates feelings of excitement, gets your heart rate up, gets your blood flowing, and gets you excited for the night ahead. We automatically go after people who smell good and are more attractive. There are no excuses for using condoms and being vulnerable to STDs. It's no use for the man to be trying his best if the woman is thinking about what to do tomorrow and not focusing on now. Orgasm in women begins in the brain. Frequent sex and orgasms are not prescribed by doctors, but they act directly on the immune system, strengthening it. Studies have found that masturbation in women can reduce the risk of type 2 diabetes. Women are slower to climax. Unlike men, they need at least 15 minutes of correct stimulation. An Italian study found that women who ate apples experienced increased lubrication and sexual function, boosting their libido. Nearly 75% of respondents would like to have sex at least 3 times a week. A recent futility survey in Denmark found that 55% of women are not having as much sex as they would really like. The vagina averages 3 to 4 centimeters in length, but can expand by 200% when sexually aroused. There are some foods that increase sexual desire. One of them is raspberry female ejaculation. Better known as squirt, is not an urban legend. Many women claim to have experienced this while masturbating, not with a man during orgasm. The woman releases the famous and precious hormone endorphin known as the happiness hormone. Also helps to relieve physical and emotional pain. 85% of couples in the United States don't have sexual conversations about what the other person likes, and so they end up getting bored with sex. Many women think that they are anorgasmic, but there are some reasons, such as continuous medication, hormonal dysfunction, or lack of ability. On the part of men, pumpkin smell is able to stimulate blood flow, helping with an erection. Like the ear and nose, the clitoris never stops growing in your 30s and is 4 times bigger than it actually is. Greece is the most sexual place in the world. There is no relationship between the size of the foot and the size of the penis. Although many people believe that the size of the penis is associated with the size of the feet, this is nothing more than a myth. 40% of men and 35% of women only had sex once a week because they worked too many hours at their jobs. The more work you have, the more stress you have, and the more stress you have, the less sex. For the vast majority of women, sex starts before sex, so don't just focus on getting her on all fours. Think about how to stimulate her before that. According to statistics, 80% of women are anorgasmic. That is, they have never experienced an orgasm in their lives. Did you know that 97% of women in the world choose a man as a partner, depending on how good he is? There are certain aspects of female psychology that are still not fully understood. Women are a mystery to men. Having sex after going to the gym is a good idea. Exercise increases blood flow to the genital area and increases testosterone levels. 7 out of 10 women date men they meet online and all admit to regretting it. 30% of people under 40 consult their social media right after having sex. 20% of people under 35 use their cell phones during sex, men under 40. Take about 10 seconds without getting an erection. These 3 sex positions are the most likely to make you orgasm, cowgirl. This move puts you in control. You can take charge of the pace and depth of penetration, mixing it up between shallow and deep thrusts. The variety helps to stimulate the front third of your vagina, which is the most sensitive. Doggy-style penetration from behind allows the tip of his penis to touch your cervix, which is covered in nerve endings. Have him thrust slowly and gently. Missionary, it's intimate. You can look each other in the eyes and maximize skin in contact. You'll also enjoy the friction of his pelvis on her clitoris. You have it. Which of these facts do you resonate with? Share with us in the comments below. Please like this video and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching.